section 2.2, example number 4. So part A asks us to find, so for this function f, which is represented here, they want us to find the member of the range that is paired with 2. So remember, the domain is the set of all possible inputs, which is associated with x here. And the range is the set of all possible outputs, which is associated with y here on the y-axis. They want us to find the member of the range, so the y value associated with the x value of 2. So all we need to do is go over to the x value 2, and then see where the function is. See where the function is when x equals 2. So we'll go up the line of x equals 2 until we intersect with the function here, and then go across to the y value. The y value is 4. So you see this point here is 2, 4. And that means that the y value, or the range, the value of the range that's associated with 2 is 4. So the answer for A is therefore 4. Okay, so now part B asks for the domain of f. So the domain of f is all possible inputs for this function. So all possible x values. So the smallest x value, where this function begins is at -5. See here, begins at x equals -5. At this point, it looks like -5, -2. So x must be greater than or equal to -5. And then the largest x value here is 4. See here, this is where the function ends, and x is 4. So the way we can write this, so what that means, it's like it's at this point 4, 4. So what that means is that x is always greater than or equal to -5, right? There's no situation here where x is less than -5. And x is always less than or equal to 4. There's no situation where x is, say, 10 or something like that. So the way we write this, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I'll try to explain it so that it's pretty clear. The way we write this is the set of x values, and then this bar means such that -5 and the less than or equal to sign, x less than or equal to 4. So this means the set of all x values such that x is greater than or equal to -5 and x is less than or equal to +4. So the set of all x values such that x is greater than or equal to -5 and less than or equal to 4. So that's the domain of f. Okay, so now it asks for the member of the domain that is paired with -3. So remember, the domain is the set of inputs, so the x values, and the range is the set of outputs. So they're asking for the member of the domain that is paired with -3. So what we need to do is find -3. This time we're looking at -3 on the y-axis and finding out what x value is associated with that. So we'll find -3 on the y-axis. So we start up here. Okay, these are all positive values. This is 0, and then this is -3 on the y-axis. And then we'll go across. We see here, this will be where y is -3. So you need to find what x is. Right, so this is point something, comma, -3. What's x? Well, we can just look directly above it. X is -4 here. So this is the point -4, -3. And so the member of the domain that is paired with -3 is -4. Okay, and finally we need to find the range of f. So the range of f is all possible values for the output, or in other words, all possible y values for this function. So we're going to look first for the smallest possible y value, and it looks like that's actually -3. It looks like this is the smallest y value we can have on this function, which is -3. See here, this is -3, and this is the smallest that the y value ever gets. And then the largest that the y value ever gets is actually up here. And y is equal to 5 here at this peak. You go across, you see that y is equal to 5. So similar, we write it similarly to how we did before with the domain, except now instead of x we have y, right? Because it's the range. So y is associated with the outputs, which is the set of all outputs is the range. So we got y such that, and then the smallest value is -3, and the largest value is 5. And then the way we read this is the set of y values such that y is greater than or equal to -3 and y is less than or equal to 5. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an introduction on how to read these graphs, how to write out the domain and the range. But we'll have lots of practice in the homework, in class, and office hours working on this. So don't worry if it's not super easy for you right away. We'll get it to become easy. So thanks for watching.